What do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and as you can tell by what's on the thumbnail, title, and screen of today's video, what I got for you is a glitched out Luka Doncic build within NBA 2K22 Next Gen. As most of you know, I am not one of the biggest Luka fans in the world just because I believe he's really good, but I don't believe he's as great as everybody says. But from recently watching the past few of his games, I do gotta admit, I gotta show the boy some respect because he has been balling out with a few struggles here and there. And yeah, so I figured, why not make a glitched out point guard Luka Doncic build? And ironically, a 6'7" glitched point guard Luka Doncic build because the man is 6'7". But as we said before, Luka Doncic, point guard, right-handed, jersey number 77 for the Dallas Mavericks, believed to be the replacement for Dirk Nowitzki in terms of face of the brand. Height-wise, as I said before, he does come in at about 6'7". Weight-wise, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to keep it at 180 pounds. And then wingspan-wise, as you can see, this is the glitch part to the build, and the fact that we're using the measurements glitch, where we have a shorter wingspan than our height because it allows us to get better shooting stats, better playmaking, generally everything better except for finishing, because as you know, to have better finishing as a guard, you need a longer wingspan. Body shape wise, we are going to keep it at, we'll keep it solid. We'll keep it solid. Now, before we get into the skill breakdown for this video, I just got to say a big old shout out to all of you, because as you know, we crossed 600 and something subs, technically 600 subs, so I got to say a big old shout out to all of you, because thank you for all the support through my lackluster upload of videos in the past few weeks. And it seems as though you're still watching a lot of the videos, because YouTube keeps hitting me up with a whole lot of, yeah, your videos are getting watched, and I'm like, wow, love to see the support. So I gotta say a big shout out to all of you for watching the videos, liking the videos, dropping comments, as well as hitting that subscribe button, because as you know, it means a lot to me. But I do gotta say, to those of you who are new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because as most people know, I'm trying to get to 650 subs ASAP. And if you want to stay tuned for as many glitch build videos as you'll ever see, as well as some 2K live streams once I get things together, and some 2K gameplay videos, then do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because trust me, we got more of that stuff coming. Also, follow the TikTok and the Instagram if you want, because on there, that's where we post Warzone on the TikTok, and on the Instagram is where you'll most likely see me post when posts come out. And also, if you like today's video and you want to see more content like this, as I said, whether it be 2K22 live streams, gameplays, more build videos, or just general tips and tricks, if you want me to really post what I believe to be tips and tricks, then do me a favor, go ahead and drop a like on the video. And if you have anything specific you want to see in a video, whether it be you want me to make a specific build type or a specific player build, or you just generally want to see me play something specific, then do me a favor, go ahead and drop a comment down below telling me exactly what you want. And as you know, I always respond to all of them, because I am a man of the people and I love to play with all of you in games. Pause. Now, because this is a Luka Doncic build, first things first, I gotta get the Luka Doncic dunk package, and I'm not gonna lie to you, as I expected, he only needs a driving dunk of a 70, as well as a vertical of a 40, because if you watch Luka play, you'll realize when it comes to his finishing, he mainly does layups over dunking, because he's not the most uber athletic person coming down the floor. Hence why we gave him an 80 driving layup. This is because to get the James Harden driving layup package, which happens to be the closest thing to Luka's in my honest opinion, just because it has some of the Euro step, layup packages, you do need an 80 driving layup, so we went with that as the bare minimum. Now, finishing wise, this is the last touches I make on purpose. The rest of them come through with what I do with the rest of the build. First things being first, let's go all the way down to the physicals. Speed-wise, I decided to give him an 80 just because, as most of you know, he is kind of slow. As I said, not the most athletic person, but I also gave him an 80 XL because I'm not going to let, you know what I'm saying? Just because he's slow, I'm not going to let him be hella slow by not messing with the rest of the stuff. And then I decided to give him a 95 on the stamina just because, yeah, it is a point guard build, so you got to have as much stamina as you can get, as well as giving him a 40 when it comes to the strength, because even though he's one of the less athletic people on the floor, he is kind of strong, which mainly comes from his size, which is also part of the reason why it's kind of, less athletic than most guards. But hey, it's a benefit and a con, but the man uses it as a benefit. Now, these are the parts where the build stands out. First things being first, shooting, we max out the mid-range. Then when it comes to the 3-ball, we decided to give him a 90, just because that was the bare minimum I needed to get 34 total bash points on this thing. Anything below that, as you can see, didn't allow me. +1 gives me Hall of Fame circus 3s, but I'm really not expecting anyone to really want to use that like that, so we're not going to mess with it. Then when it came to the free throw, because of how I've been doing lately, I want the Bills to have some sort of free throw, because I know a lot of you love to run them in the rec, so I decided to give him an 82 when it came to the free throw. Now, next part of his game, or should I say one of the the very key part to Luka Doncic's game, which happens to be one of the very key parts in most European basketball, happens to be playmaking. Now, as I said, with him not being uber athletic, I decided to give him an 80 speed with ball, because if you have an 80 speed and an 80 XL, there's no need in having, actually there is a need in having a high speed with ball. Shout out to 2K Toots and 2K Lab, because I've been watching a lot of their videos recently whilst I haven't been posting, and they've been showing me a lot of tips and tricks on which badges work, which attributes you need. If you want me to drop some of the stuff I've learned in a video, let me know and I will. But yeah, I'm going with an 80 speed with ball. Then when it comes to the ball handling, I'm gonna give him an 88, 87. Shout out to the 2K mechanic. He's the one who really said to me, you should probably think of giving some builds an 87 plus ball handle, just so they have the ability to get in gold unpluckable. I personally thought running silver was enough, but hey, you know what I'm saying? The man doesn't know what he's doing with these builds, so I might as well take the advice he gives me. And then this is the one thing that makes him stand out over all the other builds that I've made before, which is I decided to give him an 89 when it comes to pass accuracy. This was so that he had the ability of getting gold floor general. Now obviously me adding the +1 on pass accuracy just gives me 29 total badge points, hence why we went with 89. But the key thing here was we wanted an 88 so we could get gold floor general. As you can see, the only thing we're lacking out on is dimer, but that's because you need a 90 to get it, and I wasn't willing to waste attribute points when it came down to it. Now with perimeter defense, I decided to go with an 85 on the perimeter defense because gold clamps does play a part. For those of you who don't know, the clamps badge works that it helps you in bumping people when they're trying to pull off, you know, speed boost moves. The higher the clamps, the more likely you are to stop them on a bump move. Now the success rate is not uber high, but it's around 15 to 20% or something with gold clamps, so we went with gold. Then when it came to the perimeter defense, I decided to go with a 78 on the perimeter defense just so you could get gold interceptor. Personally speaking, I wouldn't aim to get a really high steal just because this game is really BS like when it comes to steals, so I no longer, even though my first ever point guard build has a 90 something steal, I no longer look to max out steal. However, this is another thing I learned from 2K Lab, which is I will be giving him a 65 block just because it does turn out the higher the intimidator this year, the more it works towards actually intimidating shots, especially on the perimeter and contesting them. So as you can see, in total what we finished with is 15 finishing badges. The key thing here being we have the ability to finish at the cup with gold pro touch, silver mismatch, you know, mouse in the house, fast twitch, acrobat, slithery finisher. I mean, bronze contact finisher isn't the best, but as I said, this isn't the dunking build. This is a straight up layup build when it comes to playing like Luka. Then when it comes to shooting, we finished with 34 total shooting badge points. Key ones being Hall of Fame, difficult shots, sniper, hot zone hunter, because that's the one. You get gold on, you know, blinders, catch and shoot, chef, as well as circus threes, but trust me, a lot goes into this build. Then you also finish with 29 playmaking badges and 15 defensive. I would go through all of them, but hey, y'all can quickly click through them and see what you like. Now in total, that is 34, 43, 63, 78, 93 total badge points on this Luka Doncic build. And if you have finished the first 4 seasons of NBA 2K22 as well as have gone through the college, aka rebirth section of the game, then that gives you a total of 101 total badge points on this here Luka Doncic build. Now, first takeover I would personally go with is most likely ankle breaking shots, just because every time I see Luka Doncic playing in this game, he's usually hitting a lot of step back jumpers as well as spin jumpers. A lot of people have said there's a lot of similarities between him and James Harden when it comes to breaking down defenders when shooting jump shots. Then for the second takeover, I would go with team ratings boost, just because Luka, when on the floor, has the ability to elevate his team's gameplay just from how he plays. But I personally believe that's because the way he plays is I hold the ball and then I'll just try and create space for all of us. Yeah, best of luck to us all. Yes, I did have to throw in a jab at him because, as you know, I'm not one of the best Luka Doncic fans out here. Now, as 2K says, we have happened to build here happens to be a playmaking shot creator, the likes of Tyrese Halliburton, D'Angelo Russell, and Lonzo Ball. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I might go out and grind this build. Now, if you want me to grind this build, then do me a favor, go ahead and comment down below, #grind. If not, hey, it is what it is, and I'll show you guys which build I'm grinding now, because low-key the build I'm grinding out is kind of nice. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to do me a favor, go ahead and drop a like on the video down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because as I said, we're trying to get to 650 subs as soon as possible. And if you have a comment on a specific video or a specific build you want to see me make, then do me a favor, go ahead and drop that down below in the comments. Anyway, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I look forward to catching up with y'all in the future. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.